Well. Oh, shit. Well. What all are we going to talk about today? What's up, everybody? Do I think Horacio lost? No, because he didn't. But whatever. We'll talk about it, guys. Oh, my gosh. All right. How the heck? And me as a target, yes. There's a peg missing. You're not wrong. Great call. Somebody already noticed peg's missing. We can see that Derek had a peg missing at the end. It's because there was a lot of some editing shit. And here's the thing. Derek is one of the best competitors in the challenge history. Multi-time winner. Great elimination record. He's beat so many Titans. He is a Titan. But now this elimination, things got a little shoddy. Things got a little, yes, a lot. No, Horacio definitely didn't give up. Boy doesn't know how to quit. All right. What's it called? You need to join. Who's live? Oh, you can't hear me? Wait, somebody said you can't hear me, but most of you guys can hear me, right? Can the rest of you guys hear me or no? Can none of you guys hear me? If there's any challengers that hop in, we can join. We're probably not going to join in people right away. Kyland, I'll take it. Okay, you can hear me. Awesome. Yeah, Tank, I'll see you, but we'll add in people another time. Okay, so you guys, is Nerys on live, by the way? Shouldn't be. Didn't want to be there. Definitely threw it. I also didn't throw it, guys. Yeah, here's the deal. I'm not going to hate on Josh. I mean, I was upset, obviously. As you saw in the interview, that response, pretty upset. But Josh is like people, a smart game and a scared game and a smart game can be the same thing. So like people will call it scared if they don't really like the player, if they don't respect the move, they'll call it smart. Like a scared move can be a smart move. A safe move can be a smart move. Like that's the reality. And the name of the game for, a lot of people is stay out elimination. And it's not a bad strategy. It helps people. But anyways, so I'm going to get off of you guys can watch Jordan. Jordan, I think, answered the questions about Jordan, so you guys can watch that there. Exactly. Horacio's not walking to the wall, you guys. The whole edit was off. So, yeah, like I said, mad respect. Derek, literally an icon, a true Titan of the challenge, a beast at eliminations. But this elimination just didn't go down the way it was shown, and it's kind of devastating to watch because I just got so much love for my boy, and I got mad love for Derek too, mad respect. But yeah, this elimination, I mean, literally the girls' elimination, just for reference on you guys, so you guys know, the girls' elimination probably took about okay, so hopefully you guys can see me okay. Okay, so can you guys see me okay? Cool. So the girls' elimination probably took like 20-ish minutes, honestly. It was wild. The men's elimination probably took less than 2 minutes total. Like the girls were grabbing 1 or 2 of those pegs at a time. The guys were grabbing 4+ at a time. So what actually happened in the challenge, in the elimination, and I feel like, there's discretion, mistakes get made and all that things. I don't think that like anybody did anything malicious or anybody did anything on purpose, but Horacio basically, his ball got stuck on the thing. And then TJ blew the horn. And then after TJ blew the horn, TJ tried to blow the horn, and his horn, but the air horn was not working. So it didn't make a sound, but he put his hand up, tried to click it. And then Horacio stopped. I was like, yo, and like if anybody's blamed, it's my fault. Because literally I was like, oh, Horacio, like stop. Like TJ blew the horn. So Horacio stops. He's literally standing over one of his pegs because the pegs are kind of spread out throughout the ground. So he goes over he doesn't pick up his last peg on this run that he was doing, walks over to the stage basically. Derek's continuing because there's no horn, and he knows he's a seasoned vet. He knows to play till the horn. There was no horn. But then eventually he does stop. And then they just decide to continue the game. They shake loose his ball, Horacio's ball, so then he can go grab his ball and continue the game after having lost, 10, 20 seconds in a game that lasted 120 seconds probably. And and like I said, if anybody's fault, I feel like it was mine because I was like, I should have just told him to keep going. Like, I wanted him to keep going kind of too. I was like, yo, like, your ball's trapped up there. This is the perfect time. You have unlimited time to run around. But obviously, like, we don't want to compete that way, so we didn't we didn't have him do that, and he didn't do it. But he, he stopped, and like I said, to Derek's credit, eventually when Derek did realize what was happening, he did stop. It just unfortunately took him in because he's focused on his game. So, like, it wasn't like he was trying to take advantage of anything. And then they continued. And then also, like we saw, originally the game wasn't, to put the pegs in. If the pegs fell out of the board, you had to pick them up and put them back in. And when Derek dropped his ball, you see it in the episode, it knocks some of his pegs off. So eventually he has to go pick them up. I don't think it's favoritism. Who knows what it is. Derek is a champ. Like, Derek is one of the OGs, one of the best. But, like, this one wasn't, this game just didn't really go as smoothly as it was supposed to in a way that, like, really made it fair. But that's a challenge. Sometimes stuff like that happens. And so, like I said, I don't think it was malicious. I think it was just a judgment call at that moment, like, trying to deal with a hard situation and lots of moving parts. But, yeah, it was... there probably couldn't have been... shout out to Derek, though, for making it as close as he did. It just wasn't the way that it was shown. So, can you see these comments? I can see some of them. There's just so many. I can't see most of them. And they put one... So, hey, Liz. You guys asked about the missing peg. I feel you. Okay. Alyssa, only because it's you, I'll restate it. If you want to hop on the live, just request it. If not, I'll just restate it. So for those of you guys that missed it, opt in. Basically what happened was, and here's the deal, like, nobody take this out of context. Freaking Derek's one of my favorite, like, OG challengers, like, not just because of his record, but also when you're there and you're talking to him, like I was, as such a big fan of the game, you can tell that he loves the challenge. He loves every bit of it. And it's awesome to see in person, and it's admirable. And he's just an absolute beast of a competitor, dog. He is a titan, all the things. Just this elimination, basically, Horacio's ball got stuck when he threw it up. And so it got stuck in the mechanism. And so rather than just take advantage of that time and run around and pick up all the pegs, because, he didn't, like, usually that ball would get down there in like 8 seconds. Like, but that time his ball was just stuck up there. Like, a solid, like, 20, 25 seconds. Actually, wait, longer, no, because he walked over. So TJ tries to blow the horn. When he tries, the horn doesn't blow because it was some cheap air horn. But then Horacio saw him, because Horacio, like, saw his ball and was kind of looking at TJ like, what do I do? And then so he walks over. He literally walks over to us at the stage and is like, what do I do? He doesn't, there's a peg right next to him. One that later on adds another lap for him because it was the last one on that side. It was on our side. And so it was the last one. So he had to go pick it up. Definitely, Liz. So basically, Horacio walks over. And like I said, when Derek does eventually notice that Horacio stopped, he does stop. Like, it's not like he was trying to take advantage. He was just in his own game. And, so then, what's it called? Sorry, I feel like I'm emotional about it because I was, like I said, it almost felt like it was my fault because, like, I was like, yo, like, just, I was one of the people saying, Horacio, stop. TJ stopping the game. Don't worry, they're going to reset or whatever because TJ, like he said. And then, production, they just shook the ball loose and then they tried, I think that they looked at whatever metrics they could to try and make it as fair as they could, considering the game was like paused and disconjointed and all these things. But it was very evident that that was just not the most correct or accurate outcome for this elimination, and it just sucked. Rousey was my guy, and like especially because he's even there in the episode saying how he was like trying to play and continue just to be there with me because he knew I needed an ally, and so I love the kid so much, and he's so hard on himself, and now he's out there calling himself like a loser, or like he's not falling because he lost, like, and I'm like feeling extra guilty because I lost the challenge for us basically. And then I feel like I was like telling him to stop too when his ball got stuck, and so the dude's literally one of the most athletic, talented people ever, and it was crazy. Production put back. Oh yeah, I mean the pegs, but that's a whole thing. Somebody getting Reese off Twitter. So the pegs thing as a whole, like the pegs, I know that they made him put in some of his own pegs after, the ones that fell, but it wasn't in the right order. Like originally they had to put in their own pegs they knocked out. Like Horacio's pegs, some of them fell, he would stop, pick them up, put them back in. That wasn't happening on the other side. And so that's why Jenny was like super pissed about it too, because Jenny was like, yo, that's the rules. The rules that you guys told us is that we have to pay attention to this and we have to pick up our own pegs. And so, I mean, I would never force Horacio to come back. I want him to come back, of course, but I just had to get in here. Anyways, guys, on a positive note, if there ever was one, tell Anissa to hop in. We can go live. I love Anissa. But let me get you guys' questions because I appreciate you guys for being here. So you guys can type out questions if you haven't seen. And how do they add in here? Let's see where the questions are from the live. I mean, obviously, I is not a fan of Josh's decision, but that is the game, And there's different types of competitors, and different people have different comforts with elimination too. Like, eliminations can be a calculated risk, but, if you can avoid all risk, it's different people in different situations. So I get it. It's not my move, but I get it. Let's see, guys. I'm going to see who's live right now. I want to hop around a little bit. But if I'll hop in somebody else's live, you can come see me here in a few minutes. But I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for being here. I just had to shout out my boy, Horacio, because obviously Derek's a beast, but that elimination, didn't go down exactly as shown, as the choppy editing can help make apparent for you guys.